On this podcast. Like, look at his visual drip. Too bad none of the listeners can see that. This perfectly tailored Paris Saint-Germain jersey.
Visual interface. Just a visual interface, yes.
That's just a celebratory jersey. They've never actually worn those colors, right? Just for like a.
Yeah, so okay, we can start with this for anyone who's not a soccer fan. So this team is funded by oil money from the Middle East, and they play in France, which is not the strongest league. Actually, France was recently demoted from being the fifth strongest league in Europe to the sixth, which is not cool for them. Behind Portugal, yeah. But this is the team with all the money, so they win a lot. They actually, I don't think they won it last year, but they win all the time because they have money. They buy everything.
What's number one? England.
Number one is England, I think. Spain. England and Spain, yeah. But this team just got Messi, so they're even more evil now. It's kind of crazy.
Look at him; he's wearing the antagonist jersey.
Yeah, I support poor moral decisions.
No, but it's major dripping. Did you get that in Metz or Paris?
I got it in Metz. That one time in study abroad. When I studied abroad.
Daniel,
so today's podcast is going to be sponsored by GTL, and it's going to be Tanner and I exclusively talking about study abroad.
I think we have plenty of podcasts on that.
We do? Can we just get a GTL reunion podcast?
It's up to you guys.
No, it's up to you.
Well, I can't. I mean, you could do it, but I can't
Daniel,
physically do it.
Reach out to our contact, Rachel Lockhorst, and we can get that set up.
I'm still waiting for her to respond to a message from 6 years ago. So.
Okay. I know people. We can expedite that. Trust me. You just circle back with her.
I'm just kidding. Actually, it's only been a year and a half.
I mean, it's a really long time. Yeah.
I asked for a sub at a basketball game, at a Pep Gang gig.
Left on red, 348.
Yep, definitely left on red. Well, she read it a month later, so I
okay.
understand why she didn't respond.
Did you group me DM her?
Yeah, I group me DM'd her.
Yeah, that's like throwing your mail into a paper shredder. It seems sometimes it just disappears.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does actually though. I will. Yeah.
Although I did meet my wife on GroupMe DMs. That's how we connected.
Yeah,
You're joking, but I know a couple that started on GroupMe. So.
Wait, actually?
I mean, I guess if you're you're in the same class or something, you're just like, hey, you want to go on date? I guess I can see it. It's like Instagram DMs, but I don't know.
Well, you remember those bots? Remember Brent posted the Braves link on on his Twitter?
Oh yeah.
The bots joined this one GroupMe. I started DMing these bots their profile pictures were, of course, very beautiful women doing very gymnastic poses. And I just DM'd them asking if they were looking for anything serious, and the results I get back were not very in my favor, I should say. But yeah, so I guess if you can get lucky off of GroupMe, more power to you. I've never had any success on the GroupMe DM train, but people can, so I acknowledge that.
It would be very alpha.
What?
It would be very alpha to acquire a girlfriend via GroupMe DMs.
Yeah, go to your contacts, go find a girl that you don't know their name, and it says you're in 0 groups together, and then message her just out of the blue. Hi, you don't know me, but something like that.
It's literally foolproof.
That's major alpha.
Also, I said alpha. Alpha. I want to say that I don't condone the unironic use of that adjective as it pertains to males. I can't say it with a straight face because it's.
Sorry, Alex. This part's getting cut out.
Okay.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
So were we talking over the cold open?
I'm gonna cut like the last 15 seconds out.
Oh wow! You could have just told us. You could have just shut us up when we stopped
That's
talking.
okay. Well, I mean, we're like 6 minutes into the cold open. I was like,
Oh
we'll
my
just let it
God,
roll.
this is a good cold open though. Daniel, you totally ruined the flow of the podcast.
Just letting it roll. Okay, go ahead. Keep talking.
Well, I'm here. I'm Tanner. I'm here with Daniel, and of course, Alex is our someone else on the podcast.
Alex, well, I don't know if that's worth saying, but okay. Alex is back.
I thought I was Daniel, but
Yeah. Alex,
Yeah.
Alex, I've been trying to get on for like 4 weeks in a row, and it just hasn't worked out.
they called me Dandruff in high school because I be flaking. Anyway, sponsored by Head and Shoulders. Yeah, no, sorry. I just am bad. That's
Yep.
it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's got different schedules. My schedule's the craziest, so
Really? What are you
You
doing?
definitely have, yeah, for sure.
I gotta find like specific days and stuff. What's that, Tanner?
How is your schedule the craziest?
I flip between days and nights all the time.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you meant like I'm like doing this intramural league for apprenticeship horseback riding.
No, just like sometimes I have to sleep at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Sometimes I have to be at work at 6 a.m. So.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty volatile.
Alex has left podcast, so let's
He's
talk
probably
about him
he's
now.
probably eating something. You know. He is. See.
Yes, I'm trying to cook a vegan chicken patty, and I'm trying to do it politely, but
Vegan chicken patty?
yeah, it tastes good. It actually does.
Wait, I thought vegan meant no chicken.
But it's not
Yeah, chicken patty substitute. Sorry, I should have clarified there. That's on me.
You're offending everyone today, Alex. All the
Should
alpha
I go-
vegans.
Should I just go? Is it like when you quit your diet, like one of those days where you're like, well, I ate one slice of pizza, now I just have to eat 5,000 calories today. Is it that kind of thing with offending people? Like, is that what I have to do now?
Yep, you just gotta hit the numbers.
Yep. Okay.
Numbers game.
All right, split haircut, Tanner. What do you wanna say?
Well, I encourage Alex for eating healthy. I myself have not been eating very healthy. I hope you guys like my haircut. I hope you guys recognize the need for a Tanner haircut.
You look like you make lambic beers in an abbey in Belgium.
I think I look like a sex offender. If I'm being honest, this is definitely a sex offender haircut. I did a middle part for the audience.
Yeah, for the audience, for the listeners.
Yeah, not just for the listeners. I think in general I look like a sex offender. It's a terrible just problem I have. I just feel like I can't.
Maybe you should work on that.
Yeah,
There's definitely room for improvement there.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me in my a change from sex destroyer to sex positive. That didn't make any sense, but I just wanted to transition to talking about me because you guys have talked too long.
All right.
Today we're talking about conversation.
Today's been a big day. We had our senior design presentations at 1. I think they went well, actually. But we didn't get any.
So you're not getting your project cut, is what you're saying?
Oh no, we're not. We're in the clear.
Dude,
Oh.
corporate America saves the day again.
Exactly. I was about to say I'm never shopping at a Fortune 50 company again. Now I'm buying stock in Home Depot. They're publicly traded. Yeah. I'm buying stock in Home Depot. So that went well, and then I had an interview after with this smaller consultant. It was kind of an informal interview, but the guy was like a director at this smaller consultant firm, and he was like, "Yeah, I really like you. I'd love to have you on the team and as one of us. So I'll get you in contact with our HR person." So he's definitely like the work he was describing wasn't very interesting though, and I think he sensed that. But he was like, "Yeah, but there's other opportunities with our company as well. But we'd love to have you on." So like he'd love to have me on his team and his project, but his work wasn't going to be very interesting. And I think he picked up on how I responded to that when he described it a little bit. But yeah, he said after that still. So that's kind of cool in that, at least I was good enough to be, my resume was good enough to really get in the door there, and I made a good enough impression over the phone to get this guy interested in Tanner. So that was good. And then I took a little break, went to the gym and ate dinner, and then applied for more jobs and sent out more emails to like just connect with people and so yeah, today was pretty busy. But I'm on that grind. I hate to be like, that guy that's bringing up astrology here, but like I'm a Sigma male now. I'm on the grind.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. Not until I get a job, and then I become an alpha male. I evolve like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
So,
That's direct.
so yeah, that was my life today. I think it went pretty well, all in all considered. I'm exhausted though. It was pretty drastic. We went from the presentation to GT faculty immediately into our weekly scheduled Home Depot meeting. And this was the first time where it was like back-to-back meetings. I didn't really have enough time to think. Have you guys seen the movie Tomorrow War, the Chris Pratt?
The Chris Pratt on Amazon?
Yeah. You know the beginning sequence where he's just like falling from the sky and just like there's chaos?
Are you saying that too?
That's what it felt like. Literally like out of the frying pan into the fire. Like
You feel like Chris Pratt,
to be
war movie?
back, on. You know what I mean? Like we just got pounded with some questions from the senior design interview, and then they're like, okay, bye. Then we had all jumped in the Home Depot client call, and I had to take a second to collect my thoughts, and there wasn't really enough time to really do that. Phew. So Tanner's stepping up to the call a little bit. He's stepping up to the Call of Duty. Kind of impressed with him so far. So that was good, but like, yeah. Rough day. I can't imagine just back-to-back meetings where it's like you just don't have enough time to collect your thoughts.
And that's really good to hear. And what I really like about this kid is his intangibles. Like, he's just got some stuff that you can't really teach. And out there on the field, that stuff, just kind of puts you. It's not always going to give you the leg up on every guy, but I'd say on average, you're going to be a better performer with the intangibles that Tanner has.
Yep.
And so we're really excited. With this season coming up, it's just I think it's an exciting time to be a fan of this team.
Yeah, I mean, to be concrete and specific, he's got the it factor.
I got
it. Yeah. No, and I like how concise you were with that, Daniel.
Thank you guys for that. If I could add anything else, I'd say, can I just say a couple words? Word association. Fungibility.
Okay.
Actionable.
Yeah.
800-pound gorilla. Aha moment. Plug and play. This is Tanner. I'm describing Tanner to a T. Really, I'm just. He's just been so fungible. He's been so fungible.
Yeah. Not like those tokens that are so hot, and I saw in like 3 headlines. Right, guys? Let's pretend we know about economics.
What?
Go ahead.
The non-fungible. That like one art
NFTs.
piece. Yeah.
Are you talking about what fungibility actually means?
I
have no idea. I just know that like.
I just know that Tanner's got the it factor, and that this year is our year.
This is our year. This is our friggin' team. Let's go Tanners.
Dang. It is really funny though. Like when you listen to sports analysis, like, they just, it's all very vague. Not all of it. Sometimes there's some good stuff, but a lot of generalizations. And it's really funny when you go from that to like, I don't know, say a podcast about economics or a podcast about Tanner's development in his role, like we have here today. It just, the levels of analysis are completely different. And so you kind of have to turn, like you have to turn your brain on a lot more when you're listening to these Tanner analysis podcasts versus sports podcasts. It's pretty interesting.
That's a very salient point, and
Yeah.
I have 2 different questions for you, Alex, and I want you to answer them back to back. Just These are one-word answers, and you
Okay.
just got to answer them as fast as possible. Who do you think is winning the college football natty this year?
Well,
Fast as possible.
Alabama.
Okay. Next question. Do you think you could be a stay-at-home dad?
Do you think I could be? Yes.
Would you want to be?
I don't
That's
know.
3 questions.
All right,
Oh,
great. Yeah, great answers. Great answers. Daniel, I'd like to turn those same questions to you. Alex, at the same time, I'd like you to think about that common theme between those two.
yeah.
Daniel, you have the floor.
Alabama.
Uh-huh.
The safe answer. What was that question? Oh, stay-at-home dad.
Yeah. You think you could be a stay-at-home dad?
Probably do it. If I had to. Yeah. Pretty adaptable.
Well, and then I told Alex to think a little bit about how they were related and why I asked them to deliver so quickly, and I just want you to think about how they're related, and I want to hear Alex. I want to hear your response and reaction to why I asked about those questions.
Well, I think Nick Saban has done a great job making the Alabama program his own. He's really almost raised it as if it were his, I don't want to say children, but, it's really his program. So he's, the head of the household. And I think that is where you can draw the comparison there. Daniel, your
Great
thoughts?
Hold on, let me see. Let me figure this out.
They are very connected by a common theme, and once you give your thoughts, I'll tell you why.
I gotta
This is-
figure out.
These are the intangibles that I was talking about. Like
Hold on.
the intangibles are powerful.
Hey, what are you looking up?
Dad. I was looking up a thing related to this, but it didn't come up how I wanted it to. The college football playoff, national championship, and
It's
stay-at-home
going to be
dad.
Iowa State, North Carolina.
Tanner, are you planning on being a stay-at-home dad in January?
Is that your final answer?
No, I don't know. It's supposed to be obvious?
Well, not to you. It's obvious
Oh,
to me. The answer you're not seeing here is these are both questions Tanner had today for himself. They were like just these were that's the Tanner. It's
I was
the
like,
Tanner. The Tanner
is-
fact. You
Is
guys are
Tanner's
getting
dad get a stay-at-home?
In
guys
other
do-
news, Tanner has some unfortunate an unfortunate life event. Everybody, make sure you're adequately protected. Just kidding, guys.
What is that? I'm confused.
Now we're going to go to a message from our sponsor.
What, Planned Parenthood?
Hey everybody! This is the Spotify advertisement for Planned Parenthood. Daniel, you've used Planned Parenthood in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, I pull out of. Oh wait, no. This is. You can cut this out, Daniel. But here's the joke.
Yeah,
I pull out of your girl like the U.S. pulls out of Afghanistan unsuccessfully.
And what happens when you need to use that, Daniel? What happens when you pull out unsuccessfully, Daniel?
I don't know how we set that up.
Got a lot of wasted money going. Anyway,
And how does that wasted money affect your wallets?
But Tanner, you want to be a stay-at-home dad?
And Planned Parenthood can help. It's in the name. Plan to be a good parent, a good stay-at-home dad.
In the
That's what
hood?
Planned-
Is that
What? No, Parenthood is just a noun.
the
Dude.
hood? Well, plan to be a good parent in the hood,
No, the hood is
not in the hood.
relevant to the question. It's just about being a stay-at-home dad.
I think it should be in the hood.
If you want it to be in the hood, it can be. I mean, it could be anywhere. You can be a dad anywhere, Daniel. That's the thing. I could be a dad right now. You could be a
I
dad.
You might
Alex
be.
is a dad. The most important thing
Probably.
is that you can be anywhere. So,
Yeah.
keep in mind, this message was brought to you by dads. Another message is thank you
We're
guys
getting
on anchor.fm the experience for listening. We appreciate any and all anchor.fm experience listeners because they are the most important ones. If you're listening on any other platform, you're worthless, you're garbage, and I hope you
I
die.
think that's how that works. Doesn't work like that, but okay.
Yes.
You can listen on any platform.
Returning from commercial breaks, I'd like to really focalize on the volatility of Daniel's schedule and how that affects Daniel's social life. Daniel, how does the volatility of your schedule affect your ability to make friends in a very foreign land?
Foreign land.
New York.
There's still enough time. New York. There's still enough time. I have a lot of off days, so
Do you plan to hang out with friends in the off days, or what do you do in
yeah,
your
a
off?
lot of times it's people with my that are on my shift because I know they're off on the same day, stuff like that. As far as like city dwellers, it's a pretty small city as it is, so it's not like there's just people out there.
They're
what's
just
the,
please.
what's the what's the hippest spot in town?
Hippest spot in town.
And
Uh,
then and then the next question is most Instagrammable. So I can ruin and gentrify your city.
I see. Instagrammable is probably the fort. There's like an old fort, old military fort.
Is that a
Got some
bar? That's
scenery.
a
No, like an actual fort. There
that's
are
a cool
plenty of bars.
name for a bar.
There are plenty of bars, yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. That does sound like a cool name for a bar.
If you want to go to a bar, I can name some bars, but
Yeah, what is the hit bar? Other than the fort, what is the next best bar?
uh, I don't know if they're good bars, but they qualify as bars.
What is the happening spot then? I want
Well,
to.
one of my supervisors owns a bar,
Oh
so
shit! Then can't you get free drinks?
no, that's not how that works.
What? You just threaten him with a nuclear meltdown. I don't see how this is a problem. Say I won't push that one button that prevents the place from exploding unless you give
That's
me a free drink. You guys don't know how to. This is called in the business world. Let me teach you something, Daniel. I know you didn't go to school for business, but this is
yeah.
called leverage in the business world, and sometimes you got to use it. Okay, especially if it means getting free drinks from a bar called the Fort.
It's not called the fort. There's no bar called the fort.
What's this bar called? I'm gonna use my own leverage against your.
I won't disclose that for liability reasons.
Okay, that's a good idea.
That's fair.
I mean, I won't tell Tanner. I'm not. It doesn't do with the podcast.
What's the best one then? What's the cool one?
I mean, I'm not a big bar. You know, I'm not a big bar person. So
Yeah,
Any good
you got
beers?
an engineering degree.
I
That's
know
so
where people go, I guess.
Where do they go?
But I mean, with COVID, it was kind of tough. Like, none of the bars really were really big the past year. And even when they opened more, they still
Yeah.
they still don't have as many people as like typical. There's a bunch near the college campus that are probably pretty big.
go Cougars.
That's nope.
Damn.
Lions, Bobcats.
Nope.
Just start with A. Go Alpineers. Go. What's another A mascot? Atlanta Falcons. The qualifiers that they're from.
Atlanteans.
Um, um, what's a mascot name that starts with A?
Armadillos.
Okay, the Armadillos. I was going to say choose your um sports football team. The first letter of your first name is the city. The second letter, the first letter of your second name is the mascot. So Alex would be the Atlanta
Bobcats.
Bobcats. All right. And Daniel would be the Detroit Silversteins.
You should have, you should have given. You didn't even give him Dallas either.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Dallas is ahead of Detroit.
Maybe like the third best D
you're
name
right.
city.
Wait, what's the second one?
I don't
What
know.
do-
I just chose third.
Alright, guys.
Dallas,
D cities right now. Detroit,
DC?
Dallas.
DC, does that count? District of Columbia.
District of Columbia is a district. It's not a city, and I believe Washington is the city in District of Columbia.
Is that really how it works?
I don't know.
I think it's just Washington D.C. But I'll give you that it starts with Washington. So, gotcha.
Miami.
No,
Anyway.
that's not. I don't think so.
What about the one game that we always play, Daniel? The or game. Do you have that set up?
I have the game.
That's fun.
You want to do it right now? I don't know if I have
We
any
don't- we
new
don't-
questions.
We don't have to do it right now.
I don't think I have any questions that you guys have never seen. Maybe there's like 10 at the end. I'll have to come up with new questions, but it gets tough when like I've already written how many? Let's see. I've already written 250 questions.
I'm
What
gonna
am I-
create a web app that is like put in your first name and your last name, and it's gonna tell you the that sport name that I'm thinking of. So like Daniel might be
Detroit.
well, I got a big list. Wikipedia has a big list. Sure, Detroit. Detroit, maybe DC, Dallas, Des Moines, maybe
Could've been Des
Davies
Moines.
are all part of these big cities that start with a D.
Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach is a huge one. And then the second list is just this list of mascots. The beaver. There's a lot. There's a lot of A's. There's the awesome eagle, the Golden Eagles of Tennessee Technological University, Tennessee Tech. There's Azul the eagle, the costume mascot of Florida Gulf Coast University. So
Wow.
like we match those up. That's my idea for what it's about, and it was really long-winded. But ideally, it would also harvest your own personal information. But Daniel, you're going to say something more important than what I was going to say.
Was not.
No, but okay, then yeah, that's what I'm going to do in my free time. I'm going to maybe try that tonight. See if I can go just create a what is your sports name app, and then I'll go let you guys know what your sports names are. If I get anything good. But I think I really interrupted what someone was saying. So it really makes it weird. So I'm rambling again.
Alex, go
Alex
ahead.
would be a banana slug. He would be a banana slug.
That's what I wanted. I knew it was going to be that
War game, but yes, Alex, you'd be a banana slug.
good.
I'm sorry, I thought of the Santa Cruz guys. Right? They're Santa Cruz, right? Banana slugs? Or is it UCLA?
Not UCLA.
Yeah. I think it's UCLA. John Wooden took the historic banana slugs to about 10 championships in 11 years or something crazy like that. We all know the banana slug name. What were you going to say, Daniel?
Nothing. Oh, Alex, tell us about how it is being a working man. Now that we're on Team Tanner,
Yeah.
we gotta help support Tanner.
Yeah. Financial bagman for Team Tanner. My sense of time is different. Everything is the same. I've thought about the housing market a lot more than I ever did in the past.
And
It's a lot.
buying a house?
I mean, like, the boomers say you're just throwing money away with your rent. I don't have enough to make a down payment in the slightest, but that's, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Well, I don't, who's our target audience, Daniel? Should we talk to like 3-year-olds here or like 20?
Well, talk to me. What's your Roth IRA divestment portfolio?
Divestment? Yeah, tell us your Roth IRA divestment for
By
what?
divestment meaning diversifying investments.
It's
The
exclusive.
big economy.
It's in 300 year U.S. Treasury bonds, and that's it.
That's
Ah.
it.
Yeah, it's literally older than
Alex
that's all
loves
the
things
maturity date
really
in the
mature.
country.
He loves the mature
Yeah,
bonds.
I smoke tobacco out of a pipe, so I buy 300-year-old treasury, not 300-year-old, 300-year U.S. Treasury bonds. Okay, that's my portfolio. Thank you for asking.
Is it actually? Is that even possible? Am I actually this
Oh,
knowledgeable?
I
You
think they
are
have 100-year bonds. I don't know. I don't think 300. I mean, Rome
what?
wasn't built in a day, and the yield curve.
Why would anyone buy a 300-year bond?
Damn, you're like great, great. I don't want to do math, but uh, perhaps one order
Yeah,
of
but
magnitude.
you're not gonna make
Or,
much money off of it. Well, I guess they'd have to really like.
Sure. Right.
what
They
do
have to
what do
sit
I
there
think?
for. I don't even know what a bond is, so maybe I should just shut up.
Yeah, it's it's
Basically,
it's 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 the B part, and there's like the other DSM parts, but I don't know what those stand for. That's
I thought a
funny.
bond was just investing in the U.S. government.
that's pretty much all it is.
You're buying debt from it, like a
Can I
Yeah,
like
it's
short? Can I
you're
short the U.S.?
almost no, you're almost loaning. You're almost just loaning them money, then they'll
Yeah.
pay you back later.
you become a bank. It's crazy.
I'm my own bank, guys. You all have to buy bonds. Every single listener. You guys can become your own bank. Are you tired of having your bank overcharge you because you didn't pay your credit card on time? Become your own bank. Buy U.S. bonds.
Are you not paying your credit card on time there?
No, I've missed it pretty much every single month since I've
Are
got
you
it.
serious?
Yes.
You could set up
Like
auto pay.
they sneak it in. Well, I don't know how to do that.
You just
I mean I do, but it's like it it the auto pay thing is like, would you want to auto pay basically the amount that I currently owe, the current balance? So it's gonna pay, it like it's set up to pay my balance for August, which might not be my balance for July or June or even September going forward. Like that, it sets it up as a set amount. I can only do that. I can only set it up as yeah. So
that should be fine though if you pay it off on time. Or you could
yeah.
just set it as like
The problem is with me. I know I have to pay by the 6th every month, but like
coming
I'm
up.
just I'm just a bad person. Yeah, it is coming up. Alex, what's the best barbecue sauce you've talked? We've talked too many financials. This makes my head hurt. Best barbecue sauce so far.
Yeah, barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay. No, well, in Texas, I don't know. But they have each state or like there's regions of the country that have their own barbecue sauce. You know, like North Carolina, South Carolina. I don't know. There's like ones that are tangy to me are better than ones that are sweet. I believe South Carolina is also mustard based, which is pretty interesting, and I think I'm a fan of that. Um, Definitely more of a tangy barbecue sauce guy with some heat versus like a sweet one. I think Kansas City tends to be sweet. Um, if you have too much sweetness in a dish that is not a dessert, for me, that just ain't it. Like, yeah, people put cranberries in their salads or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that. It's just I'm not expecting it. It blindsides me, and I don't adjust well to change.
Well, you just need
Yeah.
to start turning cranberries in your freaking salad, dude. Have you ever had cranberries and kale?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, no. Let's talk a lot about cranberries and kale to kill off any sort of
A
interest
warm,
I have.
a little bit of a warmer goat cheese. It's just a little bit of a warmer salad with the kale and the cranberries, light vinaigrette, some slivered almonds. Just maybe throw in a little bit of shallots or garlic, something like that. Just give a little bit of a oomph, like
Pungent.
salt and pepper. There you go. I just made you a salad, just a verbal salad right there. You could say any two ingredients. I'll combine them into a dish that would taste good.
Ice cream and no. Orange juice and toothpaste.
Okay. So first, what you want to do is you'd want to you want to deconstruct the toothpaste. And what I mean by this is put it on over a hot plate, smear it, spread it out, and then what you're going to want to do is to help deconstruct it. Once it gets hot and shimmering, you want to pour, and this is very important, apple cider vinegar. You hear the vinegar part, it's a little bit acidic. Keep that in mind, keep that in mind. So you want to pour that over the hot plate that you've already spread thin with this toothpaste that's hopefully been heated up and activated, we like to say in the industry. Once it's activated and the apple cider vinegar poured over, you should start to see this foamy mixture. All right, and the foam means that it's working. The heat and the foam activate, and hopefully by this time you're just left with these almost little crystals of toothpaste. These crystals of toothpaste are really good in the fact that you can just sprinkle them upon cookies. So what you want to do is and of course everyone has their own shortbread cookie recipe. Make a shortbread cookie recipe, last 2 minutes of it, sprinkle in these little toothpaste flakes. And then what you're going to want to do with these cookies, once they come out of the oven, once they firm up a little bit, you're going to want to dip them into the orange juice.
Okay.
That's how you combine toothpaste juice.
I like that. So what I like about what you did is I think you really avoided that historically awful, often derided combination of toothpaste and orange juice, and you basically minimized each ingredient. Like you just basically made a cookie and you put sprinkles on it, which basically have no flavor, and then you dip it in the orange juice, which you're not going to get a whole bunch of flavor from the orange juice there either. So I admire it, but I also think it kind of skirting the challenge thought experiment that I posed. But I believe that was an adept way of handling that. So kudos to you.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay.
Daniel, want to give any feedback on that delicious
Well,
recipe?
toothpaste isn't really a food item for most people, I would say.
You're missing out.
Yeah,
Apparently I'm missing out.
you've never had toothpaste. Good toothpaste spreads.
You know,
It spreads like butter.
have you not been to a restaurant where they ask you, where they tell you what the soup du jour is? That literally means the toothpaste dish.
I don't think so.
Sorry for all my Germans out there. That was bad, I know.
Uh, I
I'm
don't
trying
think
to
that
get
counts
pretentious food explanations. We,
as
we
food.
scared like stuff like we scared the toothpaste into being a deconstructed version of itself with just a hint of humbleness. You know what I'm talking about? Like those like sumptuous, a bit of hand selected, salt crystals, toothpaste salt crystals. Those like
Yeah. They just, yeah. When you're at those restaurants and it's like chicken parm, but it's Parmigiano and they like thinly breaded poultry breast, yeah, they just thesaurus.com, whatever they're making, and put like two adjectives in front of everything.
it's a pureed
And,
nut
and,
spread
you can,
with it, yeah.
and you can put the locale of wherever they found it from, and it makes it seem fancier, especially if it's a foreign country, of course. Argentinian, whatever.
Exactly.
It'd be like rust from decaying steel mills in Cleveland, Ohio, directly sourced.
Oh, it's imported. Oh.
Yeah.
I love me some imported.
Those Ohioans, they know how to do it.
Yeah, no, it's a pureed nut spread with a grape relish reduction paired with a brioche bun.
Yeah.
PB&J. Just artisanal bread. I keep looking up I've been playing Psychonauts 2. I think I told you, Alex, my plan last weekend was to play Psychonauts
Yeah.
game. I've been playing it. There's a level in it that's like a cooking skill level. It's one of my favorites so far. It's like you know Overcooked.
Oh, yes.
It's Overcooked basically. But imagine it's like Mario. It's a 3D platformer. You have to jump around. So it's like Overcooked, but with platformers. For this level, the theme is like Overcooked. You got to cook a dish. You got to fry an egg, doing like platform jumps. But yeah, part of the level is they describe food pretentiously. Like the first level, the first sub level is making a hard boiled egg, and I don't know how they describe it. It was something about like we s- we scared the egg into remaining into its shell. Like they use pretentious food terms. It's a funny game. I was trying to get that
You capture the essence.
pretentious food things where they eventually figure out that the way to win to level is to just call the food pretentious things and really only cook hard boiled eggs. So that's all I got. I've had a good week. I hope it gets better.
Tomorrow's hey, it's Labor Day.
Like,
Listeners, everybody type your favorite Labor Day memory in the chat, okay?
on 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, we have a chat. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna put mine in.
I will say this episode comes out after Labor Day, so
Okay, but that's fine. But we can all just
What
put
makes
it.
people reminisce?
Type it in the chat. No, I have mine typed up in the Blue Jeans chat. We can say it. We can put it in on 3.
Yeah. All right. Everybody have it typed out. Don't send it yet, but
I don't know if I have a memory.
Yeah, just put one in. Just
A Labor Day memory?
come on. Every day is Labor Day when the grind doesn't stop. Hashtag Sigma Male Grind Set.
all right. Everyone ready?
I
Yes.
have nothing written, but
Daniel, come on. You got 3 seconds.
hold on. All right, I got something.
3, 2, 1. Hit it. Oh.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So let's start with the most tragic.
Yeah.
Daniel's friends he made was really the Labor Day. Seriously, the Labor Day.
That's
all his
lame
friends
as
were on the way.
frick,
Yeah.
dude.
And
Uh,
Alex, you eat turkey on Labor Day? You guys got some messed up turkey and Labor Day traditions. What the fuck?
My European family got here before the Pilgrims, so we celebrate. We eat turkey on Labor Day. Yeah.
All right, Tanner, go ahead, describe yours.
Yeah, mine was I went to Illinois.
Is that what you wrote?
Yes. You can see the chat. That's what I
Viewers,
wrote.
please.
What about the first thing there?
The first thing, I don't know what first thing. I think I can delete that. No, you can't. You can only copy it. I'm not gonna say it on there. That's just a joke. But the second one is pretty cool. I went to Illinois one time, and we went to the state fair with my aunt. That was pretty fun. That was the only time I think I've ever really done something. I think it was perfect.
So Labor Day, I mean, the very nature of it is about like not working. So I feel like most people just kind of take it easy to some extent. I think Labor Day, along with July 4th, are like the two major boat holidays. Memorial Day might be up there too, because it's kind of like the Memorial Day is the kick off to summer, and then Labor Day is the end. You know, your kids are back in school. The wife's unhappy with you. I don't know. You know, that just typical nonsense. So yeah, Labor Day. I don't know. It's not about doing the most.
It's about doing the least with the
Yeah.
people you love the most.
Yeah.
Having turkey.
And like Alex said, turkey was family. Daniel
Yeah.
said the friends he made. That's the true Labor Day. Yeah, that's the Labor Day spirit. So with that in mind, I'd like to ask the audience to have a great Labor Day and have a lot of fun. And if you do have a lot of fun, please leave a audio comment on anchor.fm/the-experience. If you guys are listening on that platform, we listen to every single one of your audio comments. Not a single one goes unlistened. We swear.
I literally had to FaceTime on work to do it last time.
We will play it. We will play it on air. If you leave us an audio comment, please request for it.
So I'm waiting for Alex to leave one, but
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 what?
yeah, if you'd like to
Okay.
hear
Yeah.
Have a great Labor Day, everyone. Thank you so much. This has been The Experience.